Well, let's talk about the Republican options. ESPN host Stephen A. Smith ended his radio show on Thursday by predicting that no Democratic candidate has a real chance of beating a potential Republican presidential ticket of Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Listen to this.
Okay. Last tweet. Let's go with this right here, okay? Let's see what this is. At Nate City 11. Who has the best chance to defeat Vance and Rubio on the Democratic side in 2008? The answer would be no one. Not a damn soul. But I like Ossoff. I believe that's the correct pronunciation of his name. Also for Ossoff out of Georgia. I think that I like him. I like how he sounds. I do. But I got to be honest with you. If this Israel-Hamas deal comes out to be more positive than anything else, I don't think anybody's going to be able to compete with Marco Rubio, who Trump called maybe the greatest Secretary of State in American history. Marco Rubio gets things done. He's a former senator. He's now Secretary of State and National Security Advisor. He is no joke. I'd put him above Vice President Vance, I can tell you that much. Stephen A. signing off. Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Until next time, peace and love, everybody.
Emily, can I get your thoughts on this one?
I mean, Marco Rubio is a political talent and has been for a very long time. I believed that even when Marco Rubio was sort of on the outs with Trump, but now that he's back in Trump's good graces, that certainly will endear him to the MAGA base. And on top of that, he is fantastic at speaking. I mean, I think that's something that comes up every time he's giving a major address. People look at Marco Rubio and they say, wow, this guy is really good at it. And it's true, he is really good at it. So I do think of the two, Vance and Rubio has the edge in a way people might not quite realize. Since Vance is the sitting vice president, you would think he would be next in line, but that's probably why Trump himself is keeping his powder dry and letting them duke it out.
Alex, what are your thoughts?
I think that Vance is clearly the front runner. I think that if he's the heir apparent, he'll have a fundraising advantage over everybody else that puts them to shame. If Rubio wants to compete for it, he's probably going to have to leave the administration fairly early. I don't think he wants to do that. I think he's doing a lot of good right now. I think he likes what he's doing. And so, Stephen A. Smith may or may not be right that Rubio would be willing to be a VP on a ticket with Vance at the top. But at this point, I think there are a lot of institutional advantages that Vance has. And to his broader point, the Democrats just don't have anybody that's going to be able to compete. And so today, if you had to peg it, the Republicans just have a big advantage. But today is a long way from Election Day. And so a lot can change before now and then.
That's certainly true. And we'll keep covering it until Election Day. Thank you both so much for joining us. Emily Jashinsky, host of After Party with Emily Jashinsky on MK Media, and Alex Torresio, Signal Principal and pollster. Appreciate you both joining the program.
Thank you.